Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you very much for joining us again tonight.
Happy holiday.
Yep, happy Labor Day to everybody. Thank you very much EC Distro, Coder 96, Yeoman, and all you beautiful lurkers out there who are watching us. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. We are printing. We are up and printing. If you guys probably already saw on the extruder survey that I wasn't able to get out until, and I apologize for that, until basically 30 minutes before this broadcast. You have it in your inbox, and just take your time with it. It's nothing too major, groundbreaking. The only thing we don't have is I'm getting hailed. Hold on a minute.
I mean, you start this broadcast off right.
Okay, that's true.
So this is the part of the week, and Yeoman, I'm sorry we didn't time it properly. We really was hoping you'd be here for the printout. So maybe we'll do a broadcast from your store or something. And we'll show you guys as this goes along. We started about 8 to 10 minutes before the broadcast started. And it's a mystery part, but it won't be a mystery for long. Anyway, we'll be demonstrating this, and you'll see why we're making it shortly, I hope. That's providing it stays glued down. This is a brand new extruder head with brand new parts. So I just assembled it an hour ago. This is kind of a production test for us because they're all pre-bulk machined, and I just grabbed them right out of the stock box and assembled it up, and so far I am ecstatic. So yeah, it's nice not to have to sit there with an X-Acto knife to tune up stuff. It's coming along. Anyway, yeah, and we'll be showing a little bit more later on.
I love it. Thank you, Carl.
Sure, my pleasure.
All right.
Well, that's a half millimeter nozzle.
Oh, yes.
Last week we had a 0.65 millimeter nozzle.
Okay.
And so, and this is with the Hobbs shaft, not the Hobbs nut.
Mm-hmm. Precisely.
Oh,
so,
man.
Yes, power.
Can't get nothing past that guy.
Thank you, Jim, for joining us tonight.
You know, in the production parts, we have a lot of battles to fight. One of them is how to get parts made reliably and consistently and with good service. So we have a CNC. Yeoman, who was visiting us yesterday, saw it. Now we took it back to the neighbor who it really belongs to. But no, it's ours. Our machinist buddy is also able to do things for us, but he is by far the best CNC lathe guy I've run into, and he has a way of getting things just dialed in perfect, and it's fully automated feeder, so he can knock out 500 parts, boom, just sets it up and goes off and has coffee. So we've been looking at efficient shapes. The other one is that the peak is extremely expensive, so if you machine it out of square flat material, you're throwing chips all over. And so I made a design coming out of round rod stock, and we had some waste. There's a little bit of waste when you part it, but it's not much, and so it's a very efficient design, and the precision is to die for. It is fantastic repeatability. So all that said, that's the reason why we have a round head, and it also lowered the mass of the hot end by 8% or so it heats up quite nicely. We were very happy with it. It's still 3 minutes to cook time, so if you start your 3 minutes and 8 seconds, something like that, to do ABS. PLA, you can actually print it in under 2 minutes. Nylon, it's 3 minutes, because nylon's running the same as ABS. That's just the wait up time. Sorry, we could make it go faster, but then we were having all the failures, and we said we'd rather have reliable and take an extra minute to get warm. I mean, if the build's running 19 hours or 8 hours or an hour, the 3 minutes isn't that big a deal. If you were cycling the parts through every 5 minutes, that would be a big deal. So there you go.
I'd say most 3D prints are going to be like between 1 and 5 hours if you're printing something pretty small. So
well, this thing we're printing today is right at an hour. It now has 36 minutes left, so actually it might have been 50 minutes, the total build time on it. You're going to like what we're building, printing, I think, especially if it completes. We made this part with the 0.65 millimeter nozzle
Yes.
last week.
Yeah.
I don't know if did we make it online last week. I think
We did. We actually did. We did a.
Oh, we started with it, but we
Yeah.
didn't finish with it, right?
No. Well.
No.
Yeah. We had to redesign it afterwards
Yeah.
because it wasn't. Yeah.
This is a 5th level revision of a material sensor. Just for those of you who are inclined to go off and watch the football game. Is there a football game tonight? There's got to be.
It's football season, so
Yeah.
probably. I'm not
So-
sure if the NFL. The NFL I never keep up with. College football, pretty much, yes. But yeah.
So-
Which, congratulations, Clemson. Congratulations, ACC, for actually winning a game against the SEC. So
Wow.
yeah. So
Go boy dogs.
sorry, I'm a tech guy, so I have to support the ACC.
Okay. All right, so let's see where we're at. We had a nice visitor over the weekend.
We had yes.
2 nice visitors, Les
That's-
Wilhelm and Yeoman, aka Raphael.
Thank you very much, guys, for coming out.
Yes, and Raphael, again, I hope you felt it was worth your time. I don't know what to say about that. Miscommunication on which days you'd be here on my part, and we're glad that we got to print the plasticine with you, and I really wanted to print the ABS with you. We had looked forward to today's adventure with you. So I'm going to try to figure out a way to make it personal so we can get together and print together with the plastic.
Yeah.
That said, Rafa's a real nice guy. If you ever need, he's got some really good ideas too, by the way. If you got a cell phone, an iPhone in particular, he's a great guy to look up to see some of the things he's got. He's got this cool little thing where it's a phone protector and you flip the back open and it's got your credit cards in it. So if they steal your phone, they got your credit cards too. How handy is that?
No, I think it's quite convenient to actually have everything in just one thing you carry around versus a wallet and, you know.
I have the Surfer
phone case,
wallet for years now, and that's just got your
yeah.
keys and everything all attached to it. So I love it. Let's see, where else is going on this week that's worth mentioning? With the holiday coming up, a lot of our suppliers were just a little bit squeaky, and so we missed picking up something on Friday. I'd hope we'd have, so we could run a really nice thing. But it'll be ready tomorrow. They said around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. The new arms.
Yeah.
Feel like we've got this extruder nailed because we dropped the parts in and it worked first time, heated up first time.
The filament coming out was beautiful.
Well, actually, I told a lie.
I was right here. I was watching it come out.
That part worked fine, but one of the stepping motors that I had actually didn't work.
You're kidding.
I'm thinking there's a broken wire in it because it has that exhibits that thing. Anyway,
it's-
don't worry about the stepping motor because
Yeah.
those are made in bulk by someone who's very good. And I'm thinking that we've spliced some extensions on them. And I'm thinking that splice job was done by someone who will be remain nameless, but they're in Houston right now. And you know who you are. Probably wasn't perfect. Or maybe just we pulled the wire out of the motor. We've been carrying them around and all kinds of stuff in the machine shop. So maybe we grabbed the wires on it. Anyway, good thing is it prints right off the bat. And all the parts are mass producible, and all the parts are quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet. I mean, I'm satisfied, very satisfied with that part of it. Now we can play with the algorithms for the stop-start more, now that I've got a reliable feed mechanism with a reliable hot end. And we actually had that last week. Oh, last week, yeah. We had a little bit of we've gone to a repository on the software, so we can keep it stored off-site, because we have several people that will be sharing the code with us, and we were taking it for a test run the last 2 weeks. And last week we merged 2 different projects because my son was working on the emailer. We have been architecting the email capability for being able to share your project or your files right from inside a Repitrel right out to either us, so we can help you debug it, or to friends or user groups, things like that. And when we merged them, it didn't really play nice with each other. So what's happened is, I think I lost 5 days of work of software, but don't worry, I can redo it in 1 day. But we found out that the repository is not bulletproof. Even the RARs got messed up, and I have no clue how that happened. So it won't be too tough to recover. I do RAR on a separate system for backups, and I do have access to that, but there's something strange, and it keeps giving us compiler error. So we've got it up and compiling and running. That's what we're printing with tonight, but I'll have to recover. So the software is coming along. What I had working on last Thursday was the ability to tweak the Z offset during the first skirt build. So what you're able to do is while you watch the skirt being done, you can raise it and lower it like this, and you can just get the beat exactly on the money, and then you just let the sucker fly. And so we will reproduce that. I think tomorrow I'll have time to get on the code again.
Okay.
And then you'll see just how nice a feature that is.
Now, if I could say one thing, if you guys have not received your upgrade survey information, I think I went through everything just as of right now. Unless, of course, there was an international issue, or if there was a issue because you were a local backer, or if you're going to be coming by to pick up your engine or your system. For those people, we need to talk to you offline, obviously, but especially. Let me say this: for the international backers who wanted to upgrade even further and beyond, and asked us for a shipping update, we're going to have to hold back on giving you guys a final shipping estimate as we get closer and closer toward into October. And the reason why is because there are certain ways to actually get shipping costs down a little bit, and we don't want to overcharge you for that, but we also don't want to get into what is considered to be sweeps week during that particular point in time, right before the holidays. So rather not charge you $1,000 for something that should only cost roughly $250 when it comes to shipping and that kind of stuff. So we'll continue to work with you guys on that. So if you don't get it, that's the reason why it's going on, and as to what's going on.
Did you send out the survey?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's for the heads, right?
Well, no. This was for the upgrades and also for the new surveys coming out. Yeah.
What about the head survey?
The head survey just went out roughly 30 minutes before the
broadcast. Yeah. So it's out there. It's in the wild.
Yep.
All right. So one of the things that we'll notice here, I sliced this up and just printed it, and I can tell you right now that the material is a little bit low volume. I can see from the sides. And the way you can tell that it's a little bit low volume is you take the nice airplane landing light view. I don't know if they can see it or not.
Oh yeah, they can see that.
Okay, so let me just stabilize this a little bit. And with the airplane landing light view, you can, well, I don't know if they can.
There you go. That's good. I'll readjust it.
You'll see in some places it actually has a little bit of a gap between the layers in some of the areas. That's when there's not as much material coming out as you'd like to have. So we're going to let this run though. It's part of the process. Once you dial it in, you never have to worry about it again, but this was a new recipe for me to use tonight. Also, this is a Slicer 3 thing. When you change settings like the width of your slice, even the volume, things like that, it does some strange stuff. I'm sure it has a reason for it, but it is anomalous behavior to say the least. Like, I'm going to give you a quick shot right there. I'm hoping that you guys can see that.
Oh yeah, they can see that.
Okay, and you'll see that there's some zones in there in the middle that didn't fill in. Well, we know what's going to be built there, so we're not panicking. But if you were just watching this, you would say to yourself,
what in the world
what is going on?
Yeah.
All right, so here we'll pass the camera back so you can watch Dan. I know that he's much cuter than the, actually he's not. This is really good looking stuff. But, all right, here we go. We'll bring it back in a few more minutes.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Carl.
Yeah.
So.
The fumes aren't too bad tonight. We're printing at 229 degrees centigrade, just if anybody wants to know.
Yep.
And you know what? I'm going to check out the build platform and see what the temperature is on that.
Okay.
I'm cooking it pretty hard to keep it flat because I didn't want to lose the build. I also did turn off the ceiling fan, and that seemed to help a lot. Okay, the build platform is actually pretty toasty. About 110 C on my actual meter. Over here we're running about 95, and it's saying 83 over there. That's probably what the peripheral is. It is right on the money on the peripheral. Hey, you know what? That's something we just learned. we
Yeah.
probably want to put our sensors in the center, because that built platform is actually right where we want it to be.
Yeah.
So, of course, I've got the heat lamp running tonight, but we'll figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah.
Okay.
I know we reached the glass transition temperature earlier.
Yes.
We had done a test print.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we started a test print, and I was testing out some new adhesive that we were trying for sticking down the ABS to the glass. Which, by the way, we still haven't reached what I consider to be the perfect solution.
Yeah.
So we keep trying. We're trying different types of glues. We can print, but the convenience of the print and the beautiful finish or lack thereof is not my idea of perfect. So we're going to keep trying. We got some rubber cement. We got some other stuff. Hutch has mixed up some wicked voodoo glue, which I will tell you it's made out of some form of plastic and some secret sauce that he gets from McDonald's. And I know. Don't tell him everything. Well, we got to, you got to make do, because McDonald's gives the free little packets out. So, anyway, it's something that we will be trying more and more. That looked weird. Sorry, guys. I have an angle on this. It looked like everything was frozen, but everything was moving at the same time. It was an optical illusion. So, regarding shipment.
Yes. Powers USA asks, engine shipping packaging? Good question.
It is. And I will have to be taking care of that tomorrow and the next day. So we can ship these first 5 engines out the door.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
We got the boxes, we got the corners. We found a box that we really like for the accessories, and it also blocks the printer in and protects it. But we got to talk to the guys who sent it to us. It's the IKO box.
Yeah.
We're not sure where they got it from, but they'll be in tomorrow. So they dropped off a bunch of stuff on Friday, and I wasn't here when they came by. I was out actually at the sheet metal house, actually our painter / sheet metal house, finding out that they've been running white for the last 3 days and didn't have the black ready for us. So that was a little disappointing. But anyway,
It happens.
yeah. So regarding the, I love that little stitching thing. You'll really be amused when you see how this fills in little cracks. It goes, brrr, brrr, brrr. The printer does that. So when it does it, you're thinking something's wrong, and then you realize it's coming out of a slicer. So if you see us jerk our heads, it's not because there's any beachfront property nearby. It's because the printer is making funny little sounds that we don't normally hear. Yeah, we'll probably. You know what? I believe it's got a nice little sequence in about 10 minutes where it goes, and we should be able to capture that for everybody.
Sure.
If it's in the high-rise,
Yeah.
in the conning tower part of the build.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see what else we've got.
The question that always comes up every single week from David Geico
Yeah.
is always 3D scanner. 3D scanner.
We didn't touch the 3D scanner the last 7 days.
Yeah.
That was that's because of the repository crash. We had the email, and then right behind that we have a bunch of code for the scanner. We were going to try and merge it all together and then start trying to scan and email off, etc., etc. So hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday we'll be put back together enough that we can actually play with that.
Yeah.
So, that's what's going on with 3D scanner. Again, the 3D scanner isn't affecting shipments for anybody, so it's a little bit, I'm not going to say back burner, but it's just behind this. Once we've got these guys in the box going out the door, and this was another big milestone for us, then having all the production parts for the hotheads. The printers are ready to go. I mean, there's 10 at his place, and the guys who were here yesterday saw the 5 engines.
Yep.
Now, the System 30s, we've only got 5 of them that are mostly assembled, 1 that's really assembled, and then the Davos on top of them. That's the priority, is to get them assembled and ready for shipment. So we're trying to solve the mystery of the material sensors, along with coordinating travels and shipments. And I think you'll find that we'll show it to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, we can show them now, I guess.
What?
Let's show them what the material sensor is supposed to look like.
Oh yeah, it kind of messes up the.
They don't have
sequence.
to. Yeah, we
It's
don't.
okay.
Dance the 7 bells. Bah. Okay.
Filament sensors. Yes, Powers, you say. These are filament sensors.
We printed this, and this was so much fun because we went through like 7 revisions in 24 hours.
Yep.
And I'm going to show it to you a little bit. Don't try to adjust your TV set. There we go. Okay, so the material comes up from the bottom, goes through those little cups that you see. It enters the brass and then comes out through tubes. So that looks interesting, but how about if I go roll a system in and actually load the material up for you so you can see how it works?
Oh, hey Chris.
Hey. Button push, you come say hi to everybody?
Hey guys.
Nope.
Hey viewing world. You know what?
How you doing, man?
Good.
Excellent. Alrighty. So, we had yes, Les and also Rafal come by, and we did the training class, and they showed us a few things that that shook out in the middle of doing the class. So we definitely apologize. Some of the things we were working on weren't quite ready, but that's okay. Those issues have since been fixed. So, John, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Also, Less Music. Saw you out there as well. Thank you for joining us.
Wait, this is the end of the broadcast?
No.
Not yet. How about I go get another head and we'll stick it in.
Okay.
No, bloopers.
A blooper?
All right, guys. So we've got a few of the individual pieces put in here. The exhaust system and also the air scrubbing system that's going to be going in the back side here. We're still working on it. We don't have one that we found does exactly what we're looking to do. So we wanted to basically take all the fumes that are currently building up in this room to be removed, or get the greater part of them that are the irritants to be removed. And we did get one from Target that was very, very recent, and we've been testing it a little bit, and it works okay. But the question is will it be an air scrubber or will it be an air exhaust? We don't know yet. So that's one of the last little issues that we're working on right now. It's going to be going on the back of the System 30. Let's see. The 14-inch touchscreen that we got that came in, the touchscreen does work. We like it. We are going to be mounting it up. I believe Yulman saw it when we were just about to, or and pseudo-wise, you saw it when we were playing around with it. But the main issue with that guy is what a couple of other backers have asked for, which is, can it be mounted on the other side? Now, the answer to that question right now is that we've tried it. It's very difficult to actually put the screen over. It's over on the left-hand side, over on the right-hand side, and vice versa. We're still going to try. We're still going to push forward to try and see if we can get the cables to work just quite nicely with this right now. But
You want to get the camera and shoot this here?
But you're going to have to
get some
hold on.
lights on here?
Say what?
I don't know. Is there a? I don't have a plug nearby.
Okay.
That's all right. Here, you can just
Well,
here.
here.
We got enough light to work with.
Okay.
Here you go. So the way it works is you got your material, and you go in through the material guide. We got to
No. Here,
Am I in the wrong place?
You're in the wrong place.
Well, I'm not in the material guide. Okay, put your reading glasses on first then. And you can show this here. You want to show it going through the tube?
Yeah.
Okay. And it goes right on up. And it goes right on up as long as you keep the material properly oriented. That's all right. There we go. I am thinking that there will be. And it doesn't have the exhaust pipe installed in it, so it doesn't have the tapered catch.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be all it takes to load it, and then from there you run the little switch to get it going.
Yep.
Okay, let me have a... With the wheel in there, it pushes it where it's supposed to be, but right now I don't have the wheel installed. So I will... Normally you would just push the little switch. I think I could see it. There we go. And now you see it's coming out. So that's the material delivery system. Not too tough to thread.
No.
It's easier on a complete one. This head was just one of the partially assembled ones I grabbed off the other rim. So, shall we see how the print's coming along?
Yeah. One moment.
Oh, they already made one of the holes. Well, I made several of the holes, but... So you can see we're up in the high-rise part of the build. How's that?
Looks really good. There we go.
Yeah. It's not doing that specific feel pattern that we love so much. So we'll treat you a little more. You can see the embossing on the side on it, that it's actually hitting. I don't know if I can get that right there or not. I'm going to park it right there. How is that?
Oh, that works.
Now ignore the little spiders. Those go away because that's just us not turning on the firmware yet for the start-stop all the way. We should do that tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm just testing the head first, so the next step is to get it going. Okay, so there's your material sensor and how it works.
Excellent.
And another thing off the checklist,
Yes.
and then getting us ready to ship.
Okay. Now, for some of you guys, I'm getting a couple of emails here and there from people who are asking what's the difference between the standard and the Pro EMO extruders, and that's the emulsifiable extruders. And the answer is that, well, I don't have one in front of me because we took all of them and put them in the other room. But you're going to get the EMO apparatus. You're going to get the cartridge with the standard. This is the standard. One EMO apparatus, one cartridge, and 3 nozzles. When it comes to the Pro package, you get one EMO apparatus, 2 cartridges, and a total of 6 nozzles. So, and the nozzle sizes as of right now, I know it's on the website that we have a total of 5 that we're going to be including with the 5 different ones that we're going to be including with the Pro package. We're going to have to scale that back a little bit. We're going to be using one